Us here at the Monday Night Spectacular crew. I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night. We'll see you for week 8 in just a few days' time.
What's up, party people of the SFL? What's going on? What's happening? What is cracking? What a game. What a crazy-ass game that was. San Diego and Indianapolis, I mean, that game had everything, right? It had 4 challenges, 4 for 4. It had more pass interference calls than I could count. It had a missed field goal by Cliff Allen for the first time since he was born. It had oh, you know what? Let me unmute that, Zach. Go ahead. Do that again. Missed field goal by Cliff Allen. And what else? I'll get to the chat in just a second, everybody. But I mean, dude, it had, Johnny, how many quarterback sneaks and a couple rushing touchdowns? Rob Noel with more carries than he's had in his entire career. I mean, what? Oh, an onside kick. Crazy Canuck. Good job, buddy. An onside kick that hit our defender in the back or whatever it was. I mean, geez Louise. Was there anything that game didn't have? Welcome to episode 151 of any type of show that I'm doing. This one just happens to be Axis After Dark. I am your host, Dave Axis. And let's get things started. Let's check out the party people. I see Iowa Corn King has subscribed at Tier 1 for 13 months. I see Crazy Canuck. I see Stream Elements, that guy won't leave us alone. I see Candy Cane. I see Cliff Allen. I see Justin Reside. I see Bullet. I see the lovely, amazing, perfect Pink Lisa. Oh my God, I almost did the pink lasers or whatever whatever the broadcaster called her last week. Oh, and by the way, Oh, David Leathers, the man with the best first name in the SFL. Pink Lisa,
Dave?
I know you missed the end of the game because we were prepping, but you got another sack. You got 2 sacks tonight, baby. That's 3 on the season. That's second on the team, and that's amazing for a DB, for a backup DB even. Who else is in here? Juan Mississippi's in the house. T to Queen, Ron Haynes, Bob Funk, Eddie Gage. What up, Eddie? Eddie, you got to make sure you stick around a little bit. We're gonna talk about you a little bit. Bearded Android, what's up with you? And Neon Frames Music. Who are you, Neon Frames Music? When you said let's fucking go Mavs. And Doug Day, what's up, Dougie Day? You love me now. You're not gonna love me next week, baby. Hey oh, da-dunch. Thank you very much. Hey, before we get things kicked off here, I want to say 2 things. Number 1, Michaela Foraker, Rob Foraker's daughter, who just joined the SFL. Today is her birthday, so Michaela, happy birthday to you. You're probably not listening. God, I hope you're not listening. If you're in college and it's your birthday and you're home tonight listening to me instead of partying, you got some other issues we got to talk about. But anyway, happy birthday. And then one thing I want to do before we get things started. All right, we have 5 names, right? 5 people who guessed the under. By the way, Zach, did you get that going yet, the over-under thing? The poll?
Wrong.
So people, Michael Neal, what's up, Michael Neal? So we can get that going. But for last week, or I think 2 weeks ago, last show, guess what? Oh, that was your other account? I got it, Mike. I got it. For the other, we had 5 people. Count them, 5. 5 people that guessed the under, which I think we did. So I'm going to put them in a drawing right now. We've got these little baseball things we use for some baseball betting we do on the side. So I picked 5 teams. So the 5 people are Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, and you're going in the Crown Royal bag. See this Crown Royal bag? All right, Toronto Blue Jays.
You are drunk.
I am drunk. That is that's for Crazy Canuck. Seattle, the Seattle Mariners. That's for Paulie. St. Louis. That's for my boy Freddie. The Miami Marlin. That's for my other boy Art. My other brother Daryl. And Kansas City for Benji. Those were the 5 people that here it is. See, look at. Those were the 5 people that guessed, and the winner's going to get this lovely Access After Dark trucker hat that I ordered when I ordered my other Access Live hat. I like the other one better, so they're going to get that one. So there you go. I'll mail it out this week, whoever you win. Here we go. Let me see what in the chat. Back Talk RFL. Where are you? You're in heaven. Yes, this is heaven. This is heaven. All right, here we go. Here it is. The
Wrong.
winner of the Access After Dark trucker hat is... Oh, it's Art Vandelay. My boy Art Vandelay. Art Vandelay, congrats, bro. DM me your address, and I will send you this hat. So congrats to you. All right, this is heaven. Welcome. This is heaven. All right, hey, real quick, one other thing we're going to do today. I want to take a second from being a little amped up from this W that we just had and talk about something serious for a moment. We all know what today is, right? We all know what today is. So 9/11, one of the worst days in American history. And usually I put up there just to the left of my face up there, I put the Bob Fuck says he's got our dad. I'm not even going to ask why, Bob. I'm going to put in the box, instead of your comments from the shows 2 weeks ago, we're going to be putting 9/11 stuff about the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, Flight 93, etc. throughout. And what happens is this slideshow will change every 9.11 seconds. That's what I set it up for. And then I also put in 20 pictures, which is 11 plus 9. Although it's not working right now. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Hold on a second. I don't know why it's not working. It's supposed to be a slideshow. I've got them on there. It was working all day today. I will figure that out as we go on. But I put 20 pictures in there because 11 plus 9 or 9 plus 11 is 20 as well. So it's supposed to change every 9.1 seconds. I don't know why it's not working.
Go back to the settings for it.
Hold on a second. My producer's going to help me. Oh, by the way, we've got our normal peeps here today. Right here, look. Slide.
So, visibility behavior.
Yep.
We want to show that.
No, it says stop when not visible when I don't do the dot. Let's just do that and see what happens. Right. See, I don't think the issue is not that it's not showing. The issue is that it's not rotating like a slide thingy, like a slideshow. I don't know what's going
You
on.
drop it down
No.
below.
No, it's supposed to be a filter. Don't you guys
Hide the
love?
party people one.
What's that?
Hide the party people. Down, down, down.
Oh, that doesn't matter. That's just that right there.
What the hell?
All right, I will figure it out as we go. But in the meantime, let's get this going because whoever takes the over and the under, if I spend too much time on this, I will work on this in the meantime. But Bullet, welcome back to the show. We got to knock out some bullet points here. It's about time you got back from another cruise. So let's watch your intro real quick. So you're back from like your 14th cruise this year already. How did that go?
It was great, Dave. Had a great time, except, of course, on the last day, I decided to get COVID. So that was fun.
Wait, did you order that? Or did you order it? Did you get it from one of those little shops at one of the islands? How'd you get that?
Probably got it from one of the 6,000 dirty bastards on the cruise with me.
That could be it, actually, now that I think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It was a great cruise, though. I only felt a little weird the last night. I really didn't get sick till a couple of days after I got home. So cruise was great.
Well, I am glad that are you feeling better?
I am. I had it pretty bad, truth be told. I was really knocked out for a few days. I had 102 fever, really terrible headaches, bad
Ooh.
cough.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
so I still got the cough and I got a mild headache still, but everything else is good. No fever. I'm good to go now.
Sorry, my Nacho alarm's going off. Hey, Nacho, what's up? What's up, buddy? Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're back from vacation. I got to tell you, man, Jack Wall is no Bullet Valetsky. That's all I'm saying. Heyo.
That is correct, and he will be featured in a bullet point. So
Oh, snap. Here we go already. Unbelievable. Okay. Yep. Shots fired. All right. Let's get this party started. This is from show 150 2 weeks ago, starting with bullet point number 1. What's up, Bo Martin Jr.?
All right, so bullet point number 1, speaking of trucker hats. Dave thought it was a good idea for his 150th show to give away an Access After Dark baseball cap to whoever came closest to guessing the runtime of the show. The problem was that none of the tens of viewers watching gave a flying F about his hat, and it actually made almost half of them tune out immediately. Giving away an OnlyFans subscription to of the viewer's choice on a weekly basis and then announcing it on the air is the only thing that's going to save this sinking ship. So.
Wow.
See
First
how I
of all,
incorporated ship into that?
I did. Hold on. Where's the drum there, Holdorf?
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Brutal.
Sorry, I was a little slow.
That's all right. I heard that about you. It's okay.
Damn.
Fear Dog, what's up, bro? Good game tonight, man. GG. I love how you said tens of viewers. Dude, hey, so you know what's funny about that is the first few shows we had, we were like 40, 50, all that. Last show was in the 40s as well, but tonight we're barely pushing 30, man. People, I think it's too late. Cam,
It's like 2 in the morning, man.
well, I think
That's
Cam
why.
goes too late on these games. We're gonna have to reschedule Monday Night Football in the SFL and push it earlier, so we can have more fun on the back end. What do you think? You think Cam will go for it?
I think that sounds great. He'll definitely agree.
Wrong.
He's very reasonable. He'll agree.
He's very reasonable. Are we talking about the same Cam? All right, here we go. Bullet point number 2.
2. Dave was obviously a little salty because I was off on another Caribbean cruise and he was stuck in his dark studio with messed up shelves doing the show. So he did everything in his power to sabotage me and my brand while I was gone. First, he got that bozo Jack Wall to sub in and read my bullet points, and then he proceeded to keep him muted for the first 30 seconds of the segment. Then, as expected, Jack butchered my bullet points so badly that my cruise director, who was tuning in, was so disappointed that he tried to kick me and my wife off the damn ship. Thanks, Dave and Jack, for almost ruining my vacation.
Hey,
True story, by the way.
I believe you. You know what? I didn't know we had so many fans across the seas there. But I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
there's a pocket of big Dave Access fans in St. Thomas. Let me tell you.
I heard they're gonna rename it St. David pretty soon. Hey yo.
It's on the docket on the next election.
It is. It is. Bo Martin Jr. in the chat saying Dave wants fun on the back end. I know that's going to be a bullet point later. Oh my
Indeed.
gosh, Becky. Justin Reside. Wow. No, don't fill in with bullet when he's on a boat. Yeah, right. Note to self, Justin. Exactly. By the way, I finally got the what do you call it? The slideshow to work. So there's 20 slides for 9 plus 11. And it will rotate every 9.11 seconds. Bullet point number 3.
Number 3. There were many funny comments from the guests and in the chat, but I'd like to highlight 2 of them. At the beginning of bullet points, Jack said, "You cruise, you lose. I'm here to do your bullet points, Chuck." I must admit that was pretty funny.
That was
but what
funny.
he didn't say, but continued to think in his head was, "You effing asshole." Trust me, he thought that. Not nice, Jack. And then
He did.
Yeah,
Wait
go
a minute.
ahead.
He didn't say that out loud.
He didn't say it out loud, but I heard
Shit,
that
I
shit
mu-
all the way in St. Thomas. I heard it.
I must have been thinking it too then.
Yeah, you might have been thinking it too, probably. So yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go
Damn
ahead.
you guys. Damn you guys.
Damn you guys.
All right.
Sorry. Go
Yes.
ahead.
So, all right. So, second part of that bullet point is during Pink Lisa's The Lowdown segment, she was singing the praises of Las Vegas uniforms, which didn't sit well with the Mavericks' Bob Funk, who said, "Mute her. Fuck Vegas for week 4." Bob also claimed he wasn't drunk, but no one believed him. And
No
that's that.
one believes Bob Funk about anything, bro. You know why?
Pretty much.
Because why, Zach?
You were drunk.
Because you are drunk. Bullet. First of all, glad that you're feeling better. Glad that
Thanks,
you're
man.
back. Is the Jets game over?
It's 16-13. They just took the lead with 1:48, which means they're going to lose 19-16.
Okay. How's that whole Aaron Rodgers thing working out so far?
Oh, it was great for 4 plays. I got to root for him for 4 plays.
Wait, you
4
sure-
fucking plays.
Wait, you sure that's not Guy Clausen quarterbacking over there?
I mean, Jesus Christ, my grandmother could have quarterback longer than for God's sakes.
Louise.
Brutal.
Hey.
Brutal.
I'm gonna let you go here in a minute, but I want to take things serious just for a moment, and I'm gonna do this with all of the regular guests that we have here on the show today. 9/11, by the way, I am sporting. I don't know if you can see my 9/11 hat that my beautiful, amazing, perfect pink Lisa brought back to me back on the 20th anniversary, which was 5 years ago when she was in New York. Hopefully you guys can see that in the chat, the Twin Towers right there. Bullet, I'd like you to just give us a couple minutes, share with us where you were on September 11th, 2001.
I am a native New Yorker, born, raised, live in New York City, and I work for a financial services company. Not the one that I work for now, but in 2001, I was working for a particular financial services company. And every day from 8:30 to 9 a.m., I was on the phone with a bunch of bond traders from Cantor Fitzgerald. And I'm sure everyone knows who Cantor Fitzgerald was. They're also a financial services company. They provided bond information for my company. And we had like a 30-minute discussion about bonds every single day. And I was on the phone with about 5 or 6 bond traders when the first tower was hit at 8:46. So that's where I was. My wife was 9 months pregnant with our first kid. My son was born on 9/28, and my office had just moved from downtown Manhattan. I was a few blocks away from the World Trade Center. We had moved the month before to upstate New York, White Plains, New York. So I was in White Plains when this all went down, but I was on the phone with some folks from Cantor. And then it took me about a day and a half to get home because all the bridges into New York City were closed. So I literally slept in my car on the road by the Whitestone Bridge. And that's where I was on 9/11.
And I'm assuming, but I'm going to ask, you lost some friends, family on that day?
Yeah, those guys, I knew about a dozen guys from the bond department at Cantor Fitzgerald. They all died. Cantor Fitzgerald lost 658 people, I believe. I believe like 50% of their company, everyone in that building died. A dear friend of mine who was a firefighter died that day as well. A kid I grew up with, Chris Pickford. and my my cousin's wife was in the building, but she luckily got out. She was on like the 34th floor of the North Tower,
Wow.
but she was able to get out. So yeah,
Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Bro.
terrible.
I'm sorry for your loss, but I am very excited that you are here and part of the SFL and part of our show, and we get to hear from you every week.
I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you, man.
All right. Bullet Points by Charlie Beletsky, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to our instant reactions for tonight's game. I've asked Indianapolis owner Chad Rowland to join me this evening. Chad, are you in the house yet?
I don't want to be, but sure, why not?
I don't want to be. Dude, listen. I mean, that first of all, that game was entertaining, right? I mean, if you're not on San Diego or in Indianapolis, that is a fun game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not on either side, it was probably a fun game to watch, I would assume. But the party people could probably tell me if that's true or not.
Well, I'm sure they loved it. They loved it. I already know they loved it. Although probably a third of the people in the oh shit, I didn't turn off the Nacho clock. Hold on a second. Nacho, dude, even when Nacho's not here, he's fucking bugging me. Unbelievable. Have you been part of a game that's had that many crazy things happen though, Chad?
Not in this so far, no.
I mean, 4 for 4 on challenges, right?
Yep.
A missed field goal by Cliff Allen, which is an anomaly. I mean, yeah, I think what it is, I think it's the game's revenge for him starting up the chant, yeah, special teams. That's what I think that was.
That probably.
Probably. It had more PIs that I could even count. I mean, when the last time you saw Johnny Pickler 2 quarterback sneaks and 2 quarterback runs with 2 touchdowns?
I mean, I always knew that. Here's the thing, man. Right? I always knew that Johnny was a damn diva, and I never really got to see it. I mean, I saw it, I guess, when in London, but to see him get the quarterback sneaks and then get 2 touchdowns out of it, I'm surprised my phone hasn't blown up yet.
Dude, actually, I'm surprised as well. And you know what, Cliff Allen also had a tackle that saved a kickoff return touchdown for you guys. And then there's the special teams, and then the onside kick off the back of our lineman's freaking back or whatever. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
it was a fun game. It was exciting. It was a little stressful. But what did you take from that game mostly outside of all the fun stuff we just talked about?
First off, I mean, I got to give you guys a shout. I would have never thought in a million. If I would have woke up this morning and you would have said Rob Noel was going to lead your team in rushing, I would have been, I would have woke up my head up the carpet. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I would have actually been right there. I would have been right there with you, bro.
Yeah, because I wasn't seeing that coming, right? But that F split quads was working. I'll give you that. But it, for us, man, it's just just another time to grind, right?
Right.
Myself and Adam been working on it, and the offense looked a little bit better this week, right? That was kind of one of the main things we wanted to get back to, was try to get the offense moving, try to get it flowing. But I mean, when you give up 48, you give up 48, or 45, whatever. So just got to get back in there and grinding. The good thing is the team is still behind us. The team is still, excited and doing what they're doing. So, just got to figure things out. And then on top of that too, I mean, I am wearing black today. You can't see it. I'm wearing black, but now it's in memory of Nate Hall.
Oh, dude.
I feel
poor
so.
Nate, man.
Dude, Nate Hall.
Oh my
Nate
God.
Hall is. I mean, I would be surprised if he's in the chat. He's got to be dead.
Bro, dude, Doug, right now in the chat, Doug Day just said, has Nate Hall been returned from next week? Because he got hit in the next week.
Dude, I mean, what's going to suck is for him is like the next week, I mean, he's going to be just waking up with nightmares about the fridge just chasing him, right? Like an actual fridge.
He is. However, I will say he did make a great defensive play there near the end in the end zone to keep you guys from scoring that last touchdown. So that was good. But
yeah, but that's all. Nobody's going to think about that.
Nobody's going to remember that.
Everybody's going to think about how he got trucked 6 times by the fridge.
Oh, my God, bro. That was terrible. Dude, Colin Pierce had a game, though.
Yeah. Colin played good, right? Like I said, I mean, he was 20 of 40, 345. like I said, the offense was there. I think the offense played well. It's just, we just got to shore up the defense, right? When you got a guy that, is a fullback that's running for over 100 yards and you got McWaffle running over 100 yards. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
And
right?
Johnny, what did Johnny pass to 260 or something? I heard. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I think he was over 260, something like that. I mean, he was doing some quarterback sneaks. He was getting upset because he was, not getting enough, love in the crowd.
Dude,
or
when is
whatever,
Johnny not upset, bro? Come on.
So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it was an overall great game playing for you guys. You guys brought a lot of blitz that, we didn't see coming either. We kind of adjusted a little bit because, actually I thought that you might just a touch, me and Adam both. So,
Right.
we tried to do a lot of get the ball out quick of Collins' hands, but, it just didn't work. I mean,
Dude,
it was, but it wasn't.
It was, and we're about to segue to Pink Lisa's lowdown here in a minute. But last note: did you expect her to have two sacks and almost a third one, a pass deflection coming off that edge like that? That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Pink Lisa. I mean, she played a hell of a game. Like I said, I mean, the pressure we saw coming, but we didn't see it coming at the same time. So, like I said, credit to Mike O'Neill and the rest of the coaching staff. You guys did a great job, and for us, we'll get back in the lab and we'll try to figure things out.
Well, we appreciate playing you on this particular day. Chad, you and I are good friends. We go way back. And to have you as an opponent on this special day, before you bounce, I'm asking everybody to kind of share with the party people where you were on September 11, 2001.
Yeah, so before I bring that up, special shout out to you guys as well for the uniforms. Those look fantastic. The Marine dress blues, right? Those were awesome. Like as soon as I saw them, I was like, damn, those are nice. So shout out to you. The way you guys did the field and the end zone was fantastic. Great tribute to 9/11. But
thank you.
I was a sophomore. I was actually a sophomore in high school. I actually got pulled out because my aunt actually worked at the Pentagon. And so we didn't know where she was. We didn't know what was going on when all that happened. So the whole family went back to one place and waited on her phone call. Luckily, we joke about it now, but she's really lazy, and so she slept through her alarm.
Oh no!
She was supposed to be in a meeting at 8:30 in the morning, and she missed her meeting. So she was actually at home when it all happened. So luckily for her, she's still around.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that, bro.
But for all the other people that lost, that it was a tragic time in our country. We still have to remember this every year. It's something we should never forget.
Agreed.
So, shout out to everybody that's ever served, and not only in the military for that as well, but in the New York Police Department, the New York Fire Department as well. So,
yeah, agreed. All right, Chad. Well, thank you for sharing. Thanks for popping on, giving us your instant reactions to tonight's 45-31 victory, San Diego over Indianapolis, and good luck the rest of the season, bro.
You guys as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks. All right, folks. Chad Rowland, co-owner of the Indianapolis Ramblers, giving us his instant reactions, and that now takes us to Pink Lisa's look of the week, the lowdown. Lisa, baby, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Hey, yo.
How are you?
How's it going? Oh, I'm good. Just listening to the dog hack up a lung over in the other room.
I know. By the way, for those of you that don't know, our dog's been really sick. That's kind of why I've been quiet for like the last week and a half or so, and we can't figure out what's wrong with her. We're going back to the vet with her again tomorrow, so hopefully we don't hear any bad news. But that aside, it seems like we're doing this every 2 weeks. It seems like every time, Lisa, we come on here, you've got to do two uniforms.
Yes, that is true. And I know it's easier not to have one every week, so you say, but it's a lot of work to do 2 full weeks.
I know. I'm not sure if it's more labor intensive to have a show every week or to, pawn it off and do it every 2 weeks. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a draw for me. I don't know.
I don't know. It took me a long time this week, so I would say that doing it every 2 weeks takes a while.
All right. Well, last weekend was Labor Day weekend. We didn't have a show, everyone knows, because we were out of town. We were doing stuff with family, and so we weren't able to prepare. So that week is week 6. So let's go over week 6 first and tell us who is the lowdown winner for week 6.
All right. So week 6, we had, first of all, just a couple of honorable mentions. Well, first of all, Vancouver had a really classic all-white look this week. But what I thought was kind of cool was if you look really closely, the stripe that's under their arm had a graphic in it. So that was actually kind of cool. So nice job there. Just kind of a sneaky little addition, but if you were looking close, you could see it.
Right.
LA had some kick-ass uniforms this week with the blue pants with the Lycan graphic. They had some ombre socks going on. Their claw marks on their shoulder with the claws actually coming through. Very cool. And Florida looked really cool too with their swimming pool water graphic on their uniforms. Very cool look this last week. But the lowdown winner for last week is Alamo City.
Ooh.
Alamo City just killed it with they're all whites, but they had these graphics that popped up everywhere. You can, if you look really close, you can see they've got like
It's
this
like
really
marble or something.
faint. Well, I think it's a marble or something inside the lettering. But if you look at their shirt too, it's like
on the white.
really a faint graphic on the white.
The tanks.
So, the tanks that
Now
are
I
on
see
the
it.
on the actual.
I didn't even notice it until you just said that.
It's pretty sick. That's what I said. You have to
Wow.
look really close to see some of the stuff on their uniform. But when you see everything that's going on there from a distance, they look like just these classic whites with a little bit of pop. So if the closer you look, the more you see, which is kind of a cool way to do it. So congratulations to Alamo City, week 6 lowdown winner.
Very nice. Alamo City, week 6, the winner of the lowdown, the look of the week, Pink Lisa's look of the week. All right, so that moves us to this week. Now, I know that San Diego tonight had some amazing dress blues, but we had said at the beginning of the season that Monday night teams were not eligible because it's too late in the game, right? We got all this prep we got to do.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, if the Marine Corps dress blues had been eligible for week 7, they probably would have won hands down, right? You wouldn't even have to look at any of the other games or teams, I'm guessing.
Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you?
Just do what you've been doing for 30 years, baby.
Truth.
Just do what you've been doing for 30 years. Just tell me what I want to hear.
Yes, dear. So there's no doubt that our dress blues are pretty freaking awesome. So here's the thing. So we probably would have had an honorable mention. There's a few different folks that had some honorable mentions. I think that I really dug Mexico City's change up this week. Black pants with red and white stripes. They got the white jersey. So rather than they're all white or they're all green, it was a really nice change up to see their black uniforms instead. Same with DC. They had a really cool change up. They had a little bit of a dragon logo in sort of a talon on their leg, which was kind of cool. So nice little pieces there. A couple of others that I really thought were kind of change up from their normal. Florida changed it up this week with an all red, but with a turquoise bolt on the side. So we haven't seen them in their all reds yet. So that was a little kind of a cool change up for them. And then we've got our winner.
Okay.
Was kind of a standalone winner, given that Monday night's games are not eligible. Arizona with their All Blacks. And they came out with a brand new logo or a brand new graphic. So they got this all black with teal accents. They've got this orange, just shots of their Arizona orange in there, but they've got a brand new scorpion graphic on the side.
Yeah, down the side.
We've never seen that one. Yeah. Yep, never seen that one before. And the way that the teal pops on the black, and they've got just enough of that orange accent throughout, a little bit on the shoulder in the stripe. Some of the people wearing sleeves or gloves. But overall, just a really kick-ass uniform this week. I love the new graphic. I love that the teal pops against the black. So really nice job, Arizona, week 7 lowdown winner.
Wow, there you go. So week 6 goes to Alamo City. Week 7 goes to the Arizona Scorpions. The lowdown of the week, Pink Lisa's lowdown, the look of the week for week 6 and 7. Lisa, I can't let you go without. I didn't say this specifically or purposefully, in my monologue because you were going to be on the show, but I'm asking everybody to share with us where they were the morning of September 11th, 2001.
Well, you know where I was. You had it in your announcement today. But yeah, we were at home with the kids getting ready for our day, just like we did any other day. Drew was still really young. I think he was maybe 4 years old.
Yeah, 3, I think, actually.
3,
yeah.
something like that. But Zachary was at an age, he was 7. I think he had a little more idea of what was going on once it sort of sunk in. But it was one of those situations where you and I were just in shock, sitting there watching what was going on. And even though the kids couldn't fully comprehend what was happening, they could sense how just horrified we were. And that really, I think, scared them more than anything else, because they could tell that we were scared and that we were not sure what was happening. And even though they didn't know what was going on the TV, they could tell that mom and dad were scared about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I remember of that specific morning more than anything else, because it was so dramatic and so horrifying, and just such a, I think for a longest time we thought it was a prank. For the longest time we thought that can't be real, that somebody must have been.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem real for us. And I know, for us, we were in California all the way, felt like across the world from where it was happening. And it just, like I said, we were all sitting there in disbelief and not really believing that it was even happening. So that's probably what strikes me most about that morning.
Yeah, it was terrible, terrible day for this country and many people around the world. But Lisa, thank you for being on the show once again. And thanks for doing week 6 and 7. We'll see you next week for week 8.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
All right, folks, that was Pink Lisa's lowdown of the week. Week 6 goes to Alamo City. Week 7 goes to Arizona. That will bring us to me messing around with this graphic and put it in the wrong spot or something. Zip it, Zach Holdorf. Here, let me fix it. What happened here? Why is that so... Dude, my whole game is off tonight. What's going on? All right. Anyway,
you're fired.
Week 5 results. Look at it. It's not even week 5. It's week 7. I forgot to change the graphic. But whatever. Listen, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of games this weekend. I had a lot going on with the dog and what have you. But I'll tell you what. One of the games I caught was this very first game you see on your graphic. Portland 54, Vancouver 43. That was a ball game. Holy smokes. You don't know what you're doing with that thing. I know. What movie is that, Lise? That's from the one with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, right?
Yeah, it's from Night and Day.
Night and Day. There you go. That's right. You don't know what you're doing with that thing. Seattle holds off Las Vegas, does San Diego and Arizona and Denver a favor by beating Las Vegas 24-14. ACA holds on only by 5 to Tulsa. Tulsa with the ball and the chance near the end of the game to possibly win it, but they come up short. Yeah, they are looking a little tighter. You're right, Fiora Doug. Florida outlasts Canton 22-10. That game closer than we expected. Carolina and Jacksonville, almost a similar score, 20-11. What is going on in Mexico City? Cam and Mike talked about it in the pregame show. To only score 3 points in this league these days, it's mind-boggling. Especially with an 0-6 record right now. We don't know what's going on in Mexico City. But Fort Worth, the opposite, 6-0. They take advantage of it, beat Mexico City for the second time this season in a 20-3 victory. Gents win on a punt return touchdown overtime. Are you kidding me, Bob Funk? Are you messing with me right now? That game went to overtime?
Glorious, Dave. Glorious.
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 Legit. They won.
Amazing.
Return.
Amazing. Hey, see, they don't need no stinking Aaron Rodgers. Unbelievable. The Lycans, I believe, was that 2 in a row or 3 in a row? What's going on with the Lycans? They're 30-27 over Houston. And I would tell you right now, Houston is 3-3, right? Let me look at my cheat sheet here real quick. Or no, I'm sorry, LA 2-4. I guess LA must have been 0-4. I'm guessing somebody can correct me on that. But Houston 3-3. I want to get some feedback in the chat. I think Houston might be the best 3-3 team now that San Diego's moved to 4-3, of course, in the league. Houston at 3-3 is mind-boggling to me as well, kind of like Mexico City. What do we got next? Minnesota. Is that Minnesota's third loss in a row after starting 3-0 and demolishing some teams, and now they're 3-3, and they lost to Denver. This speaks to the parity. Houston losses have all been close. Yeah, I believe you, Eddie. Here's the thing. 2 in a row. Okay, check this out, though. Minnesota destroys San Diego. San Diego beats Denver. Denver beats Minnesota. I mean, there's so many examples of that this season, of this, A beat B, B beat C, and C beat A examples. Sioux Falls, there's another one with Sioux Falls. Keeping it close with Arizona, for God's sake. The parity is unbelievable this season. Minnesota loses to Denver by 7, 35-28. Queen City is another good example. Started off terrible. Now they've won a couple games, beating DC 27-17. And then, like I mentioned, Sioux Falls keeping it close with Arizona, but Arizona gets the victory 27-20. And that is your week 7, not week 5, but week 7 results. I'm going to hit the chat here. I haven't hit the chat enough tonight. It says, just watch the end of watch the tire breaker unpacking at tiebreaker. Watch the right. Last season's show was ridiculous, right? Like San Diego, for example. I'll just use San Diego's example since it's my team. We thought all we had to do was either beat Denver last season or have 3 other teams lose or all of them win, whatever way it was. And all of that happened for us to miss the 37-way tiebreaker last season. I think you're right. I think it's going to be even worse this season. Doug Day is saying Seattle beats Portland. Portland beats Vancouver. And then Vancouver beats who? We'll have to find that the 3-way on that one. Let me scroll back in the chat here. Let me see what we found here. Ron Haynes saying the Marine Corps dress blue uniforms, hand down the best. Yeah, we love those. Pete's giving Arizona and Alamo City props for their wins in the uniform for the lowdown. What else is in here? And then we're just on the Jets. You guys are a little quiet tonight. That's all right, though. No worries. We're gonna get through the rest of this. We're actually cutting one segment tonight, I think. So if you bet the under, it's in your good favor, I think. Because remember, this is going to be we're 45 to 59 minutes, and it starts when I start talking after the music. So I think we're probably about 39 minutes in, so we're good. However, we do have to do this first. Just Gunny being Gunny. Gunny, what's up? Welcome back to the show. How you been? And I have to do what Cam talked about a couple weeks ago. Hey, Gunny, are you here? Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cam is just waiting for that 1 week where it's just crickets when I call your name.
I remember that.
Yep. Gunny, how you been? What have you been up to, bro?
I'm good. Enjoyed tonight's game. I love the dress blue uniforms. Of course, I'm pretty damn partial on those. So I'm going to be damn biased on the dress blues.
100%, bro. 100%. I'm going to switch it up with you with the others. The others, I had them do their segment, and then I asked them where they were for 9/11. I'm going to switch it up for you. I'm going to ask you first where you were on September 11th before you do your thing.
All right. Sounds good. On September 11th, 2001, I was actually still on inactive status for the reserves of the Marine Corps, but I was my unit did not get activated until January of 2002, and I had just gotten out right before that, so I did not get called up, but I was still on call just in case until May of the following year. So I know a lot of guys that went over there and served my Marine Corps proudly. So to everybody, first responders, firemen, police, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, I salute you and thank you for your service in protecting our country.
100%. I think we all feel the same way, Gunny. Thank you for sharing that. What do you have for us tonight with just Gunny being Gunny?
I was looking at NFL teams and SFL teams that share the same city, and I saw if they won this weekend or they lost.
Oh, sounds great. All right, your music's cued. You're good to go.
All right, the Carolina Skyhawks won. The Carolina Panthers lost. Baltimore Vultures lost. Baltimore Ravens won. DC Dragons lost. The Commanders won. The Legends, Minnesota Legends lost. The Vikings lost. So not a good time in Minnesota this weekend. Indianapolis, the Ramblers lost. The Colts lost. In Louisiana, they had a bye week. but the Saints won. The Jacksonville Kings lost. The Jaguars won. Atlanta Swarm lost. The Falcons won. In Motor City, the V8s won, and the Lions won. So Detroit is one of the only 2-0 cities of the week. Canton Classics, they won. Closest pro team is the Cleveland Browns. They won. Seattle Nemesis won. Seattle Seahawks lost. The Los Angeles Lycans won. The Los Angeles Rams won, so they're also 2-0. Fort Worth Toros won. The Dallas Cowboys won. They're also 2-0 in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. Houston Headhunters lost. The Texans lost 0-2. Arizona Scorpions won. The Cardinals lost. San Diego Mavericks won. The San Diego Chargers lost. The Denver Nightwings won. The Broncos lost. Las Vegas Fury lost. Raiders won. And Tulsa finished 0-2. The Desperados lost. And the Chiefs also lost. So out of 20 teams, about 20 teams in the SFL also represent or are close to cities in the NFL. And Dave, that's it. I was at home. I was actually home the morning of September 11th. I worked a night shift. So I was at home watching on TV just like everybody else in disbelief that a plane just crashed into the towers of New York City. And Bullet Beletsky, I heard your story. I love you, brother, and thank you for being up there in New York and giving us a clear view of what really was going on.
Thanks,
and that's
Gunny.
it.
All right, Gunny, thank you. And yeah, I like that Gunny he put the Chargers with San Diego, you guys in the chat. Damn you. LA can't have the Rams and the Chargers. So San Diego, who? Yes, they went to LA, but it doesn't matter, Doug Day. You know San Diego is a Charger town, bro. Well, I mean, technically it's a Raider town. But I guess the Chargers used to play there too. So, all right, Gunny, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing where you were 9/11 and your segment. That was kind of a cool thing that you just did with the SFL teams and the NFL teams. Appreciate you. All right, folks, we are moving on to Axis Powers now. Where are we at here? Ooh, yeah, dude, this is going to be under by a lot. This is going to be under by a lot. So, hey, Zach, how many people do we have vote? Are you able to tell yet?
I can, but I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Tell me this. Did more people pick the over or the under, just out of curiosity? Bob Funk.
More people picked the over.
Really? Dude, I mean, I've been crushing the under. I don't know why people still have no faith in me. Unbelievable. I agree with that, Doug.
They put 12,000 points on the over, 8.1 thousand on the under.
Wow. Unbelievable. All right, here's the deal. The Axis Powers this week. Now, I didn't do any last week, obviously, because we didn't have a show. So I had to look at 2 weeks' worth of games. Looked at the standings, looked at stats. I actually broke down some records. I broke down teams that they played, their opponents' records. I kind of really dug into this week. And Justin Reside says, ACA, Florida, and Fort Worth are my guests for the Axis Powers. Well, they are the only 3 undefeated teams at 6-0. So I will say that you are on the right track. However, here's where I come out on this. I'm just going to say it. Yes, all those 3 teams are in the top 3, but what order are they? And this is how I'm going to do it. Axis Powers, Christian Pearson has 3 brutal hits on Nate Hall. Hey-o. Where's my drums, Zach? Come on, man. Oh, yeah, Crazy Canuck. Nobody ever calls in. I'm looking at it. Nobody ever calls in, bro. Here's the deal. All those, it is going to be Florida, ACA, and Fort Worth. But here's the order, if you will, and why. And hopefully you agree with me. If you disagree with me, let me know in the chat. I have number 3. I have Fort Worth. Fort Worth, their record, they have played teams that have a 9-25 record. They've gotten the opportunity to play Mexico City twice already, who's 0-6, and they've only played 1 team over 500, and that was Seattle, which they won by 3 points. So that's why they put them at number 3. Number 2 is Florida. Now, you might say, well, Florida's been pretty dominating. They should be number 1. Well, maybe not. The record of the teams they've been playing, 13-23, and they haven't played a team above 500. The only teams they've played that were at 500 before were Baltimore and Canton. They're both 3-3. So you had Fort Worth teams. They played 9-25. Florida 13-23. So here's why ACA is number one in Axis Powers this week again. I think this is like their third time in a row, if I'm not mistaken. ACA has played 3 teams at 500 and 1 team over 500. They have beaten Vancouver, Minnesota, Houston, and Seattle. All 4 of those teams. And all their teams had a combined record of 16-19, still sub 500, but much higher than the other 2 teams. So there you go. Number 3 is Fort Worth. Number 2, Florida. Number 1, ACA. Ironically, exactly the same way it was in week 5 2 weeks ago. It has not changed, but it's changed, but it's stayed the same for different reasons. So there's your Axis Powers for week 7.
How dare you?
How dare me? Let me check the chat real quick and see. Fort Worth and Alamo City still have plenty of common opponents. Gunny says, I agree with that. Bob Funk says, I'm here to call in, but he's got nothing to say. And Crazy Canuck chat has stories about that. Yeah, if you'd like to tell your story about 9/11, where you were, anything that happened, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat, or you can hop on in the show, in the green room, and we'll put you on and you can talk about it live here on Axis After Dark. Dwayne, I don't think anybody's going to mistake you for Zach, bro. Yeah, I mean, Fear Dog, I mean, they're right. I mean, you've the only 3 teams that are 6-0, and I just broke down why they're 1, 2, and 3. So I don't know if there's any arguments really for this. It seems pretty clear cut to me. When do ACA and Fort Worth play? If somebody's got that answer, let me know. Top 16 teams remain in Alamo City, Fort Worth, Houston, second meeting, and Portland. Top 16 teams remaining in Alamo. I don't understand what you're saying, Gunny. What am I missing there? Let me know. All right, here's the reason why we are not probably.
That's power rankings, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate you clearing that up.
ACA and Fort Worth play
The last week of the season.
October 30th.
Okay. Here's the reason why we're gonna hit the over, or I'm sorry, the under, is because there's no Axis of Evil this week. I decided that being 9/11, that it would be in poor taste to do something named Axis of Evil. So we are skipping Axis of Evil for week 7. So that means we're on the stretch home, baby. We're wrapping this show up, which is probably a good thing since the game went late.
It's the home stretch, not the stretch home.
Hey, I'll stretch your home. Hey, yo. Oh, shit, dude. That one got me right there. That was so fucking funny. I got tears in my eyes right now. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Stay classy.
Emotional damage.
Oh, he's saying stay classy, Dave Axis. Well, no, hey, it's San Diego, same, right? Stay classy, Dave. Stay classy, San Diego. Whatevs. SFL Showtime.
We end up looking like a monkey fucking a football out there.
That was not our game, thank God, except for a couple parts like that freaking onside kick. SFL Showtime here in the SFL. Don't forget these other shows. Yeah, Christian Pierce is now the Axis of Evil, Doug Day. Yeah, exactly. Don't forget to watch NETMA around the SFL. I know that I think I saw that Jacob did it by himself last week, probably because that Mike O'Neill guy is a slacker. You got Streets Are Talking. Hello. Streets Are Talking usually on Wednesdays. I think NETMA goes Tuesday. Streets Are Talking Wednesday. SFL Nights with AJ on Thursday. And then Say It With Your Chest is just basically whenever it happens. It's kind of on demand, if you will. And around the SFL, they drop their podcasts on Wednesday normally. So make sure you give some love and listens to the other shows in the SFLs. And that wraps up this really quick. I feel like this was like Axis Light, Axis After Dark Light or something. We're only at barely 50, probably like 51 minutes.
There's 2 footballs on the field.
There are 2 footballs on the field. And I just realized Freddie's not here. Where's Freddie? What happened to Freddie?
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4.
Hey, so for those of you that don't know, hey, I need somebody to come on the show and sing, Turn Out the Lights or something.
Yeah, we have Bob Funk here who can do it.
Bob, can you sing Turn Out the Lights if I ask you?
Turn out the lights, the party's over.
You were drunk.
Till we meet again. Fuck off, everybody. You're out.
I don't think that wasn't exactly the words, but we'll take it. Thank you so much for that.
I do what I do.
Thank you very much. Well, folks, that wraps up this show. I'm gonna hit the chat one more time before we bounce.
You left off like the middle chorus of Freddie's song.
Well, here's the thing. I think for those of you who don't know,
I don't fucking know the words, so I made up my own.
Syracuse football sucks.
Syracuse football does suck. I mean, they play high school teams and they only play for 3 quarters. For God's sake.
Wait. Syracuse has a football team?
Yes.
Oh, we only played basketball.
No, as a matter of fact, you know, the only reason I know Syracuse has a football team is because I see Mike Daggs and family going to the games on social media. Otherwise, I would have no clue.
I mean, I used to go, but then fuck that bullshit. They upped my prices, and now I'm good.
Exactly. All right, real quick, let me hit the chat. Gunny says, Art Vandelay, it's good to be under the radar. Doug Day, Seattle beats San Diego. Axis dyes goatee green. Okay, then what happens if San Diego beats Seattle, Dougie? What's the flip of that? Let me finish telling you about Freddie real quick. Freddie has been really sick. He's only popped up a couple times recently. He's been pretty much just bedridden, sick. He missed like a week of work, so it's okay that he's not here, missing his first show since he started singing for me. So I mean, who really misses Freddie when you have such a great backup in Bob Funk? Anyway, that's
Wrong.
Terrible. Let me see.
Hey, it wasn't terrible.
Dude, it was fucking terrible, bro. Go
horrendous.
back and listen. You know what?
Terrible.
It deserves the toilet bowl trophy that you won last season.
You were drunk.
Yeah, sorry, Fear Dog. That's not gonna happen. Do it, Funk. One more. Hit me, baby, one more time. Is that what you're trying to say? UCLA is fucking great. Yeah, they are.
I'm just saying, Cam asked for a Drunk Funk segment, so you got it.
Well, we can do FAFO, funk around and find out, but you just let me know. All right, we're at 57 minutes, which puts us at about 54, 55, so we're going to wrap this shindig up. Ain't no party like a Monday night party, because a Monday night party don't stop until right now it's about to stop. So thank you to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in and sticking around this late. Thank you to Bullet. Thank you to Lisa. Thank you to Gunny. Thanks to Zach, my soundboard extraordinaire, Zach Holdorf. Thanks for Bob Funk for filling in. And there's your Corn Hub theme song of the night. Appreciate everybody being here. I will see you next week. I should be back here next week. There's no reason why I should be here. So I guess I'll be here for the next couple weeks. We might do like even 3 shows in a row, which I don't think we've done yet. That would be a record. Imagine that. So, all right, Crazy Canuck, thank you. Yes, and thank you to everybody for sharing where they were on 9/11. I love this show. I love this league. Love all of you guys. I love the party people. I love this country. I love when this country comes together like it did on 9/11, and I hope we see more of that in the future. Peace out. I'll see you guys next week.